or don't get on your horse yet, because we're going to take our little bitty lunch break after this, even though we're almost down to the wire. So hang with me through one more horse for this group. What do you want to work on?
Okay, so I like my first barrel. He kind of doesn't break it to
Okay.
and then I feel like coming out of my turn, go out.
Okay.
And then tighter, but I really like my first barrel.
Okay. Cool. Sure. Okay. He looks just like a horse that I rodeoed on a long time ago. Yeah, when I went to go to the restroom, I was looking behind me at him like, oh, I knew that horse. So cool. Yeah. So cool. Well, I love him. So let's see. I want to see it imperfect. I want to see it not good. Okay? So go fast enough to mess it up. Go on. Go on. Nice. Go on. Good job. Good job. Easy, easy. So, she's kind of, we get to see both sides of the coin here. We see somebody that's like a really aggressive rider. It's cool to, is anybody a super aggressive rider? In the stands? Typically I'm teaching people that need a little bit more confidence, but everybody has got to have a way to go. So this is kind of how I am. I'm probably going to get on something and burn out, peel out, and skid the wheels a little bit, but we all have the same issues. We all meet in the middle. And where we're at right here is a little bit of body language problems. So you are so aggressive, so you're actually allowing to fall out in the front end. So he's kind of catching up his front end, because you never at any point go, okay, now is where we're going to gather up and really ask this horse to get on its hind end. And we know by how it stops and who's owned it, that this thing knows how to stop, right? So it knows how to really, really gather up. So what we want to do is, much like you heard me today, we want to focus on getting those front feet in the hot zone. And when you focus more on getting to right here, and having your eyes on this barrel, you're going to realize you're going to have to be a lot less forward to get to this point. You're going to have to get to here and strategically ask your horse to slow down just a little bit. With your style, you love to go fast. So you can do that, but you've got to complete here, then explode off the turn. And into the second, as I watched your body across the pin, I was like, I wonder if she's learned anything from blowing past the first, if she's going to adjust. So as you, how old are you? So as you, do you want a pro rodeo? So, I mean, it looks like it, and I agree with your dream. So when you're kind of looking at pro rodeo, the difference between somebody that doesn't pro rodeo and somebody that has had a lot of success in it is that when something goes wrong, they then start to adjust everything. You can see things start to be adjusted. So if somebody's horse ran off at the first, they're going to start, oh God, this sucker's running off. Let me throttle down a little bit and really make up some time at the second and the third. Where in your case, you blew the first and then you just kept the hammer down. And then we just had these kind of wild run. So for you, it's going to be really easy. You're going to run in there and just go collect up and sit down. And I want you to sit really deep, just like I told the last girl, like I punched you in the gut. You're going to kind of bend right here and just keep your arm really soft. Staring at this just like it's a stop sign. So I want you to look through and try it. I'm going to tell you right. I want your body to gather up. And you're not going to have to do much on this horse, but just give the signal. It's probably going to be just fine. So just look at the top of your barrel. Can you guys see? Good. Look at the top of it. Just grab your saddle horn and look at it. Keep looking at it. Good. Really good. Ask for a little bit more speed than that. Look at the top of it. Just gather up. Really good. Really good. Look at it. Okay, pull up. That was really, really nice. So, do you guys see how aggressive she is? At the third, she was like, okay, I've got to get this right, so I'm going to bump him. Now, had she done that in the run before, the third would have been phenomenal. So right now, I need you to be way more aware, and this is what my dad would tell me, Fallon, I literally just need your attention for 15 seconds. And that's what, I just literally need your attention for 15 seconds. Do you play any sports? So, you know how quick quick you have to be and those fast twitch muscle fibers that go this way and that way. I need you to be a strategist. We already know you can go fast. So that's beside the point. I can outrun you every day that you run by a barrel. But what if you started to become a strategist and you were able to get in there and really work hard and make the turns perfect? Okay, so that's going to be what you are. I'm not afraid for you to be technical, but on the way to it, or I'm not afraid for you to be aggressive, but right when you get there, you got to be technical. And it's what Stormy has to yell at me all the time. Literally yell, focus! Like even 28 years into my career, I'm still focused. I like to go fast. I am Ricky Bobby, but I just want to haul butt and knock it back. So I want you haul butt, but you focus right when you get there, okay? Treat every barrel like a stop sign. Be this far away from every barrel. Show me what you got. Yes. And I can try to win something too. Slide that right and now. Look at it. Stop. You can do better. Come back. So this will be for you guys to think, oh, if I was just confident enough to go fast, it would be easier for me. It is harder to get my aggressive girls to come back than to get my, it's just harder. But man, when you get one of these girls lined out, you can't beat them anymore. Good. Look at it, get out there in the middle. Look right. Get there. Beautiful, go on. Hurry.
Look at it.
There it is. There we go. There we go. Phenomenal. Now, I got a serious question. I'm going to ask her, I'm going to tell you her honest answer. Would you think that going that speed to the first barrel would make you lose a barrel race? Did you feel like you weren't going fast enough? Okay, so she thinks that she wasn't going fast enough to the first barrel. And that's probably why she thinks she turned it. Here's the thing, just like I told you guys before. So say your dad is the timer line and me. If you're kicking and whipping all the way to me, and then when you get here and you ask your horse to slow down, slow down, slow down, really the only thing that matters is after you pass this, right? None of that counted, but when you run from here to there. So if we all start from here, and you get up there and turn that barrel, or if you get up there and run 40 feet around it, which one is faster? If you had to eliminate all the fun stuff coming up to the arena. Like just to here, going 70% and turning it is going to be faster every time. So it's people like you, I love to have timers up, because it is going to be, and Dad needs to listen, make sure that she practices with timers in a place with a clock that you've been, so that I can prove you right. Prove me right. Go in and turn that first barrel. It's going to be a half second faster every time than run by it. Because if you run by it a mile and a half, I'm going to take your money every time. If you go in there and be really, really strategic. Sherry Serby has taken so much of my money, and she looks like she's high-loping the barrel pattern. Has anybody watched Tiani Schuster run barrels? Raise your hand. If you have not, get your smartphones out during the break and YouTube Tiani Schuster. Look up Tiani Schuster World Finals new arena record from yesterday. It looks like she's loping the barrel pattern. It's really frustrating being beat by that, because you're like, she's loping, but she's strategic about every single turn. So it will win every time. And just because you're so aggressive, it will be a little harder for you to get those finesse points back in, but you're going to be a winner because you're not going to give up and you've got too much tenacity. Okay? Just trust me, you want to turn the barrel every time. Do you feel good? Yeah, and not necessarily writing it down. You never had to really ask him for anything. You just had to plant your eyes right there and sit your butt down and quit kicking on him. Because even behind the third, you really gonna have to watch you scoop your arm behind you and you do this thing, and when you do, you're literally stopping motion. In your mind, you're hauling butt, but on the clock, it's gonna read slow, so I want you to sit more still, do less stuff. You're so talented, you're able to just do a lot of things. I want you to be a really, really quiet version of yourself. You're awesome. Next year, you could go down the road. Do your thing. Good job. Everybody give her a hand. I like your bit on this horse. I wouldn't necessarily take up the reins, because the style that you ride would make you have a little bit more momentum pause behind the barrels. So keep your reins just like that. Okay? You guys can go ahead and start your lunch break. We've got one girl here that was in this group whose horse came up lame, went through all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to do a run review with her right here since she's not able to ride. But you guys can go ahead and start your lunch. We will meet back in here with group 4. Let's do about 30 minutes because I'm going to help her for about 10 minutes. So we'll say like 1:45. We'll meet right back in here.